Welcome back, whiskey lovers. This is day 2 of the Texas Whiskey Advent Calendar, and today I have Austonian whiskey.
Music by Chris Hayes.
So, Austonian whiskey. This is a company that's out of Austin. They're called Austonian Spirits. MSRP on this is $25 to $30. I actually bought this online when I first heard about it. I wasn't seeing this in any of the local stores that I normally shop at. So I wanted to give it a try. I ordered it. I think I paid $50 for it, but that was including shipping and the charges for online and so on. And it was shipped directly to my house. But normal MSRP is $25 to $30. I've seen it now at Total Wine and some of the other local stores. Excuse me. This is 45% ABV. 90 proof. This is a 750 milliliter bottle. What's different about this is that the whiskey is not aged in barrels. So they had some proprietary aging, which I couldn't get a lot of information. Unfortunately, the website was not wide open about the information. So basically, it just talks about their proprietary process, or it doesn't talk about it. It states that they have a proprietary process. From my understanding, they basically age it using staves instead of inside barrels. And so there's no mash bill, none of that information, not on the bottle, not on the website. So it's really hard to get information about this. So we'll go ahead and get into the nose and the taste and the look of that. You can see the color on that, kind of a amber to dark amber color. Legs on it aren't kind of short. Again, they have some type of the way they age it, since it's not in barrels. I'm guessing it's gonna react differently than whiskey that's aged in barrels. And I believe it's only aged for like a year or so. I'm not 100% sure. Again, not a lot of information. They do state on the bottle that there's no artificial colors or flavors. The color and flavoring is done by American Oak segments. So they don't say staves, they say segments. So I guess pieces of American Oak are put into a container with the whiskey, the charred oak, and that's how they age it. All right, so on the nose, there's a kind of a metallic type note on the nose, almost like copper. Like if you've handled some change, like pennies or quarters, nickels, things like that, and you smell your hand, there's like a little bit of that in there. It's perfumey, kind of a not a charred wood note, just a regular wood note, like just a fresh. You know, if you had a 2x4 and you kind of smelled the 2x4, it almost has that type of note to it, and a little bit of a real slight acetone type note, almost like a fingernail polish remover. But that's really toned down. It's not. I'm not getting any alcohol punch on the nose or anything like that. All right, let's taste this. So it's a little thin, a little alcohol-like or boozy, but not bad. There's no burn. There's no alcohol burn. It's not harsh as you're swallowing. It just has that alcohol type feel or taste to it. You get kind of the vapor comes out of your nose a little bit, but again, it's not heavy, so it doesn't burn. There's a slight citrus in there. Can't really. It's citrus-y like, not specifically like orange or lemon or anything like that. Very light and I guess kind of refreshing almost. This would be good on a hot day. I don't know about putting ice in it because it is kind of thin, and it's a little on the finish. Finish is kind of short to medium, and a little astringent. So the back of my tongue is kind of dried out from this. This might do well in cocktails. I mean, it sips okay, but it may do better in cocktails. Again, I'm not a cocktail guy, so I wouldn't even know. Other than throwing it in a soda, that's about as close as I get to drinking cocktails. Is throwing some soda in it, which it is pretty good in soda. I've done that. No water, 45 ABV, so that 90 proof. I think water would probably really thin this out and tame it down a little bit too much. But it's not bad, and I would buy it again. I like it. It's easy. If you want to introduce somebody to whiskey, this would be a great whiskey to introduce them to. Almost introducing them to bourbon, because I believe this was kind of a bourbon type mash bill. But again, since it wasn't aged in barrels, it wasn't allowed to be called bourbon. But it's definitely worth the $25 to $30, and it tastes good. So, all right, so that's day 2. Again, want to wish everybody happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that good stuff, whatever the PC, non-PC terms are these days. And thank you for watching. Cheers.